Hi Anchal.
Hi Rahul, where have you been for so many days?
Oh, I've been running around. Remember I told you my sister's
Oh,
getting
yeah,
married?
yeah.
Yes, I've been running around getting the arrangements done. In fact, just the whole day today we've spent in trying to buy jewelry. And my god, I never realized that gold prices are so high.
But I have always wondered what actually affects the price of gold, silver, and other precious metals.
Well, while I was doing all this running around, I the same thought came to my mind and I did do a little study about it. So, would you like me to tell you what are the various
Yeah, sure,
factors that would
obviously.
what that affect the price of gold and silver and other precious metals? Be it a king or a commoner, man has always been fascinated by gold, silver, and other precious metals. Even a rumor regarding hidden treasures is enough to make man go wild and explore deep jungles and oceans in search of these precious metals. In the modern world, the basket of these metals is called bullion. Among these, the most commonly traded and tracked metals have been gold and silver. They have a strong positive correlation, therefore, their prices move hand in hand. The factors that affect the price of gold also have a bearing on the price of silver. But what exactly are these factors that affect the value of bullion is what we will be discussing today. The major factors are global crisis, inflation, value of the US dollar, interest rates, government reserves, gold production, jewelry, and industry.
The first factor affecting the price of bullion is global crisis. World events often have an impact on the price of gold because gold is viewed as a source of safety amid economic or geopolitical chaos. As recent as 2015, the price of gold spiked when yuan was devalued as people became uncertain about economic stability in the country. In other cases, military action may actually increase reassurance with geopolitical situations. For example, the gold price softened at the beginning of the Gulf War I. The bottom line is that political disturbances equate to more interest in gold as a safe haven, therefore, it is also called the crisis commodity. Secondly, what affects the price of bullion is inflation. A common reason cited for holding gold is as a hedge against inflation. Gold is attractive as a low risk, solid investment in the midst of rising prices. Therefore, investors may feel encouraged to buy gold when they believe the value of their paper money will decline.
The next factor affecting bullion is the value of the US dollar. The US dollar is still the world's dominant reserve currency, making it one of the main currencies that different countries hold for international trades. The price of gold and the strength of the dollar have a pretty clear inverse relationship. When the dollar is strong, gold is weaker, and vice versa. When the US dollar goes strong, an increasing number of investors shift their investments from gold to the US dollar. This fall in demand causes the value of the gold to depreciate. Similarly, when the demand for the US dollar falls, banks as well as investors around the world invest more in gold. This measure helps them protect their money and hedge against uncertainties. Another factor is interest rates. Current gold prices often increase and decline as interest rates. As interest rates increase, gold prices may soften as people sell gold to free up funds for other investment opportunities. As interest rates decrease, the gold price may increase because there is a lower opportunity cost to holding gold when compared to other investments.
Another factor affecting the value of bullion is government reserves. Central banks like the US Federal Reserve and that of several European countries, for example, France, Germany, Italy, Greece, and Portugal, hold the bulk of their reserves in gold. When these central banks start to buy gold in greater quantities than they sell, it drives gold prices up. This is because the supply of currency increases and available gold becomes more scarce. Similarly, when banks sell large quantities of gold and it is not supported by increase in demand of gold, price of gold falls. Gold production is also one of the factors that affects the value of bullion. Only about 2,500 metric tons of gold gets produced each year compared to an estimated 1,66,500 metric tons in the entire world's gold supply. To visualize this, imagine all of the gold in the world filling up three Olympic sized swimming pools and this year's production forming a cube that is only about 16 square feet. Even though new production might seem modest compared to the total supply, production costs can influence the cost of all gold in the world. When production costs rise, miners sell gold for more money to preserve their profits, and those higher costs also get reflected when it comes time to sell coins if they were minted from gold that was originally mined yesterday or thousands of years ago. Archaeologists claim that people have been mining and coveting gold for at least 5,000 years, and this precious metal is likely to remain precious even if the price fluctuates often. In other words, gold is a finite resource, and when global economic conditions make gold more attractive, gold demand increases, making the price of gold rise.
Demand for jewelry and industry is also a major factor affecting bullion. Gold is not just valuable as a hedge fund and a safe haven investment, gold is also used in jewelry and various types of industry. Over half of gold demand is from jewelry, with maximum demand coming from China, India, and the United States. In some parts of India, gold is still regarded as a type of currency, a display of wealth, an important gift, and a hedge against bad times. This demand drives the price of gold in India up. Besides jewelry, another 12% of gold demand is generated from industrial applications. Manufacturers use gold in all sorts of electronic devices, from computers to GPS systems, and medical devices like heart stents. While we're talking about gold, let us not forget silver. Silver is one of the most precious metals, valued both as a form of currency and store of value. The major components of silver demand are industrial use, photography, jewelry and silverware, and coins. It is considered as a future substitute for investment in gold. However, its high volatility has still remained a question of interest. The volatility can be attributed to multiple factors like gold and other precious metal prices, major stock market indices, US dollar, institutional investors, and industrial demand. With this, we conclude our presentation on various factors affecting bullion globally. Thank you.